Here's the guitar solo transcription. This is sometimes referred to as the Great Wall when learning Unravel. This seems to be one of the biggest barriers to learning this song. When we break down this song visually using a synthesia, we see that this entire sequence can be halved. It's just one sequence repeated twice. If we take a closer look, we also see that everything within this first half looks similar. If we slow this song down or pause it, we can begin to replicate what we're seeing and sort of stitch it together chunk by chunk. You'll start to get this slow and imperfect recall of the first half from memory alone. I call this the tipping point because all you really need from here is obsessive practice. When I practiced this, I played this first half continuously. It made sense because it repeats back to back in the original. Traditionally, you would use a metronome when practicing, but being familiar with the rhythm of the song, and this part in general, I was able to get away with doing something differently. Instead of using a metronome to play in an even rhythm, I listened to a song while I played, a slow song. This allowed me to do a couple of things. The first thing it allowed me to do was to be distracted from the boring repetitiveness of practicing, so I was able to practice this part for longer. The second thing this did was allow me to build muscle memory for this part, which is really important for getting fast speeds, especially as a beginner. This also gave me the opportunity to implement the dynamics. There are always some keys that are being played louder, softer than one another. I noticed when I would listen to the original, oh, these keys are being emphasized in a sort of rhythm on the left hand, and everything but these three repeating on the right hand are being emphasized. So I practiced emphasizing one thing at a time so I didn't get overwhelmed. Once I did that, I would move on to emphasizing another group of keys. Then I would just repeatedly play this part slowly and to the beat of the song while applying more or less force to certain keys. After a while, I could play the part very dynamically without thinking about it. So I say, okay, it's time to step up the speed. I change the song speed to 1.25. And I practice it from there until it becomes too easy, or I get bored with the speed and then I move it up. Eventually, I was using this song because the other one would sound strange being sped up so much. I also found that the more upbeat flow gave me more energy, interestingly enough. There's not much to this process except for how am I going to get myself to practice this slowly and not try to jump too fast too quickly, and am I going to put the time in to flesh out this sequence.